Hey guys! I'll wait for everything to get loaded and set up before we go ahead and get started. Want to make sure everything is working correctly before I start babbling on. I am getting everything loaded up. Hey Dee, hey Penny, hey Lisa, hey Karen, hey Renee, hey Fatima. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am refreshing my page now. Hey Jennifer, hey Belinda. Mine I got an error message when mine first loaded, so hopefully everything is smooth. Let me know if anything is wrong with the feed, or make sure you guys can hear me, that you can see okay. Hopefully we're not doing any buffering or anything crazy like that. Hey Stacy, yay, I'm so excited you caught me live. And I have to tell you, I actually smile every time I see your name, Stacy, because Cecil, it was my dad's name, his first name. And so every time I see your name pop up, I get little warm fuzzies. Hey Deborah, hey Lisa, hey Penny. Well, I already said hey to you, but I'll say hi to you again. Hey Penny. Okay, awesome. So last night when we were live, I was working at the end, so we did a whole bunch of stuff with embossing powders at the beginning. And I'll just show you guys if I remember what I did with them. They were right here. I've lost my papers. Oh, here they are. Okay. You guys, my desk is so dirty. I know I say this every time. Hey, Mom. Thanks for joining in. Okay, so last night when we were live, we did a couple different embossing powders so we could kind of test them out and see how they looked. Hey, in Minnesota, how's it going? Oh, Dee, that's so cool. Hi, Tarita. Okay, so we did embossing powders last night. So this was the Sandcastle. We did Gilded with the Folk Wave stencil. We did Rainbow Sparkle with the Peacock stencil. And then we did Glow in the Dark with the Tangled Wave stencil. So we did a whole bunch of backgrounds, which I will hopefully be able to use on some cards coming up. So you guys may see these make another appearance. But tonight, well, at the end of last night's stream, we started working on a Halloween card. So I used these three colors of Distress ink, not chipped sapphire, Blueprint Sketch, Seedless Preserves, and Wilted Violet to create this background. And then we stamped the cloud background from Brutus Monroe over top of that, just to kind of create like a spooky background. And I really, really like how that turned out. Now I'm worried though to ruin it with anything else that I do. Have you ever made a background like that? Like you make the background and then you're like, okay, that's good. I think we're done, because I'm too scared to do anything else to it because I don't want to ruin it. But we'll figure it out. We'll make something cool. Okay, so I'm going to set my cloud background off to the side. I tried to link down below, you guys, for the things that I thought I might be using tonight. So if you are interested in anything, hopefully the link is down below. But otherwise you can click one of those links and then it'll take you to the shop and you can type in whatever you're looking for. But I did want to use my stamp of the month stamp one more time at least before October is over. So I definitely want to use him, though I'm not sure what exactly I want to do with it yet. Hey Evilise, thanks for joining. Yeah, Stacy, I really like this background. The cloud background is really super versatile because you can use it for a lot of different backgrounds, or I mean anything really, but I thought it looked so cool with this kind of spooky feel to it. Daniel, one of our newer design team members for Brutus Monroe, actually made a card with it. It had the owls, the Owl Love You stamp set on it. And I saw that he had used it in the background and I was like, ooh, I want to make a spooky card. I really want it. Oh my gosh, Penny, you're right. Like an open mouth, like there should be fire coming out of there. That's kind of crazy. Hey Tracy, how's it going? Yeah. It does look like a dragon. That's pretty crazy. I did never notice that, but it really does. That's awesome. um, there's something to be done with that, maybe. Maybe you can, like, make flames or something. Belinda, you're doing Halloween cards that you plan to do. Oh, gosh. Are you working on them tonight? Oh, yeah. See fire coming out of his mouth. That would be so cool. It actually kind of works because there's like this bright area here, so it almost sort of lended itself to that sort of design. Okay, so I've got some cardstock here. This is alabaster. Down in the craft room. Woohoo! Oh, save them for next year. That's a good idea. I am still making Halloween cards, and I don't have anybody to give them to, or I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So yeah, I mean, save them for next year. Okay, so I have my acrylic block. I'm going to go ahead and get him stamped out. I agree, Tracy. It's my happy place, too. I'm going to use the detail ink in Raven. Mostly everything I'm using is from Brutus Monroe, so I'll try not to be like, oh, this is from Brutus Monroe. I'll tell you if it's not from Brutus Monroe. How about that? If I can remember. We'll see what happens. Oh, gosh. I don't know why it thought that that message was inappropriate, Penny, but I got you. Yeah, put them in the 2K giveaway. That would be a really cool idea. I like that. I never know what to give away. I'm still trying to decide, actually. I never know what I should put in my giveaways. I don't know what people like or what they want or what they think is a good giveaway. You guys can tell me if there are things that you like to receive in a giveaway or things that you don't like. I don't know. I'm always anxious to hear what people are interested in. Okay, so I am just stamping up this little guy a couple of times just in case I want to use more than one. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, but I want to have a good impression. Hey, Jennifer. And then, yeah, see, that one's pretty good. So I wanted to have a good impression. I'm going to color them up, and can somebody remind me the order of candy corn? Is it white on the top? Gift card like Brutus Monroe. Stuff you have extra of that you need to de-stash. Yeah, I definitely need to do that too. I have so much stuff that I need to get rid of, to be honest. Okay, so I have got some orange. Okay, orange on the bottom, yellow in the middle, and white on the top. Okay, cool. Thank you. I can never remember what order it goes in. Okay, so we're going to start at the bottom. I'm going to try to make it so you guys can see what I'm doing, but I'm not very good at it. I'm left-handed, and the way that I like to hold the paper and the marker, I think it just makes it so you guys can't see very well, which is frustrating. Because I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing, but it makes it kind of hard. Oh, wait, am I wrong? Yellow is the bottom. Oh, well. I already started this one. We'll make them, I don't know. We'll make it work. We can do more than one. That's okay. And this is why I stamped more than one of them. That's all right, you guys. I should have just looked at my card that I made before, because I Googled it for that one. I made sure that I checked. Okay, so what is the right? Okay, it's yellow on the bottom, and then orange in the middle. Because I'll do another one. Okay, so yellow is on the bottom. That's okay. Don't say sorry. It's fine. Unique candy corn. You're right. So yellow goes on the bottom, and then is it orange or is it white? And then orange. So is it yellow, white? No, yellow, orange, white. Just bought these white on the top, and then Or white on the top, then yellow, and last orange. Oh. Maybe there's not a standard candy corn, you guys. Are they all different or are they all the same? I don't know. But what we're going to do, yellow, bottom, orange, then white. Okay. So we're going to kind of, I don't know, we're going to make a mismatched assortment of them. It'll be good. It'll be fine. They won't all be the same. That way, you know, because if you color them all exactly the same, that's no fun. I'm not worried about coloring over his teeth either because I am going to go over it with a white gel pen afterwards. So I am not worrying about leaving that as a white space, if that makes sense. I like to go back through with a gel pen and touch up any areas that I kind of wanted to be like bright. And so since his little fangs, I want them to be really, oh boy, really, really vibrant. Then I'm going to go ahead and use a white gel pen after the fact. Dark version has brown, rust, and orange. Hey, Trudy. Make them in any color. Hey, Annie. Oh, hi, Annie. I missed your message. It could be a pudgy triangular Dracula. You're right. That's very true. I hadn't really considered that option, but not a bad plan. Okay, let's see. Let me decide what I want to do. All right, so here's what I do when I'm not sure about color combinations. So I have some yellow. All right, what is this? Y13, 18. This is like neon yellow. I don't really love that color, but I'm thinking maybe, yeah, I should have colored off. Some of my Copics have some dark color in them right now. Let's see, how about 38? There we go. There's a nicer color. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go with this darker color here. And I'm not too worried about coloring outside of the lines. I usually go back through and touch things up with a gel pen at the end, or I cut it off where I messed up. So I am not too worried about, you know, getting anything super perfect. Indian corn, I haven't seen that. Oh, I should have used that other color. I did my my order backwards. I'm a hot mess tonight, you guys. I'm usually a little bit better with these color combinations, but not tonight apparently. All right, let's see. So we've got our yellow on the bottom for that one. Let's do our yellow in the middle for this little guy. And when I color with my Copic markers, I kind of just do like these little flicking sort of motions so that you get this really uneven, like feathery sort of look, because I find that it helps blend the colors a little bit better. If you don't have like a straight line, yeah, I don't know, it just seems like it works a little bit better. Okay, I don't want to make the same mistake I made last time, so I think I need this one next. Maybe not. I think maybe I did the same thing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The other one kind of looks like it's glowing a little bit, and I kind of like that. And they have pumpkin. See, I have some of the pumpkin ones near me. Yes, Trudy, like flicking. It's just like you kind of start with a fatter line and then it sort of just tapers off like that. Just so that it's not a solid line, if that makes sense. I don't love how that turned out. I think I should have just stuck with two colors. Okay, so here's the deal. I went like way over right here on this little guy. Normally what I would do is take a really light gray and color on the outside like this. because nothing really almost ever is ever truly white, and it just looks weird, like you forgot to color part of it. So I kind of just, this fades. It doesn't look as dark once it dries. When the paper's wet, it looks darker, like it looks really gray. Oh yeah, hey, lefties unite, woo! But yeah, I kind of like how that looks. I don't, so I'm going to run into kind of an issue over here because I kind of colored outside the lines, but that's okay. Let's see. Candy corn tastes like wax. I'm actually on a diet, so I can't eat candy corn, but I have some next to me for a photo prop, which is pretty much torture. I don't love... Hey, that's okay, Kara. Since we're talking candy, if you love pumpkin, M&M, and Kit Kat has pumpkin. Oh my gosh. I wish that I could have a bunch of candy right now, because that would pretty much make my life. But unfortunately, I'm on this diet, right? And I cheated over the weekend because I was at a Harry Potter party on Friday night, and then Saturday night was like a birthday party and a Halloween party, and so I cheated. It was my first time in almost 7 weeks since I started that little diet thing that I'm doing. And boy, do I feel it. I have felt rotten ever since I cheated. I guess it really does make a difference, but I've been getting migraines. I wasn't getting migraines at all, and I have been getting migraines since this weekend. It's been a rough go. Okay, so I don't know if you guys use Copic markers very much, but when you get ink where you don't want it, you can use the colorless blender to push the color out, basically, of that area, and you can see that it gets lighter. I'm going to leave it like that for now. I can go in and touch up that bottom area later, but it takes some of that color out from the bottom. Not supposed to have sugar. Oh, way less than normal. Yeah, I basically, so I'm doing the keto diet, and I basically just can't have any sugar at all. Like, not even fruit sugar is okay. So it's been very challenging because I do have a massive sweet tooth. I love sweet treats. So that has definitely been difficult. But I think it's worth it if I can just manage to stick with it. So we'll see what happens. I've heard that you have to make it a way of life. Oh, noodles. Okay, so Renee, I know that this is going to sound whatever because I would have thought the same thing. I have actually replaced my noodles with zucchini noodles. And I know that it sounds weird and gross, but it's actually pretty good. Oh, Kara, that's crazy. I am mostly untreated for my migraines, which is not good. I should really figure out what to do about them. But luckily I don't have them as bad as a lot of other people. Like, mine pass semi quickly, all things considered. So, you know. Okay, so I've got my little guys colored. I don't know if I'm going to use both of them. I honestly have no idea what I'm even doing right now. I'm just sort of making stuff. But I do want to grab my gel pen, and you will see the magic of making things look like you're really good at coloring when you're not, because I am not. I go out of the lines all the time, and all I do is just take my little gel pen and scribble along the outside so it looks like I was really good at coloring inside the lines. And as long as your paper is actually white and your gel pen is white, no one will ever be the wiser. Oh, thanks, Kara. We did that in the live video last night. At the end, we did a whole bunch of stuff with embossing powders, and then we moved on to Halloween. Cauliflower is okay for replacement for potatoes. Yeah, I really like using cauliflower rice. You can actually buy it in the frozen section now. But they have riced vegetables basically, and I get the cauliflower, so it already comes pre-shredded and all that. And you can use it like in place of rice. Like I use it in burrito bowls with you know, like with taco seasoning and hamburger and all that stuff. And it actually, like, you can't really tell that much. I mean, if you are looking for it, like you want there to be something wrong with it, then I'm sure you will find something wrong with it. But, I mean, all things considered, it's actually pretty good. I really liked that one. And then using the zucchini noodles for noodle replacement has been pretty good. So that's been nice. Ooh, Belinda, I'm gonna need to know about this pizza crust. I just bought stuff to try making, like, cheese bread, basically, with, cauliflower. So, if there is a good recipe that I should be following, I would love to know. This stamp does not have a coordinating die with it. So I am fussy cutting. This is the stamp of the month. So it doesn't have one. The stamp of the month you get, you guys, is it $5? I think it's $5 a month, but tell me if I'm wrong. I think it's $5. And you get it delivered to your door. So it's the price of the stamp and the shipping. And it's a monthly subscription service. This one, Trudy? This stamp of the month? You haven't gotten it yet? Oh. Yes. Okay, so $5 for the stamp of the month. You get, so it's a little subscription service, and then, so you get the stamp itself delivered to your door for $5, and they're super cute. I love, love, love these stamps. They're so adorable. And I really don't like fussy cutting, but you know, that's okay. I'm not going to cut this one out yet until I figure out what I want to do, because I don't know if he really goes with this background, but I don't know what I want to do yet. I kind of thought at one point of having him hang upside down, but I don't have any sort of tree die that I could use. I missed the question. I thought Christopher was putting an SVG file for the Cricut for the cutting part. He may have. I know that he's been working on some of them, and I do have some of them. Is there one for the stamp of the month? Let me know if there is. Hang tight. 1 second. Brutus Monroe. I'm going to pull up the website really quick. SVG. Let's see. I know that there are some SVGs, but I didn't think that there was one for this yet. 1 second. Candy corn. Oh, there is! It's not under SVG, which is weird. So if you search SVG, it doesn't pop up. Okay, hang tight 1 second. I can't see your guys' comments, so you're probably all telling me this already. But I'll just go ahead and pop the link in case anybody needs it. Show. Okay, there you go. In case anybody needs it, there's the link to the SVG file. I'll have to get that so that I don't have to fussy cut stuff anymore, because I don't like to fussy cut things. And that would be a really cool time saver. Oh yeah, if you subscribe, you also get 15% discount on Brutus Monroe products also. That's really cool. Oh, cool, Wilda. Oh, you use scissors in your right hand? That's crazy. I can't even imagine that. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot that there was an SVG apparently for this one, but that's okay. I already cut him out. So, I was just wrong. Oh, hey, Heather, I didn't even notice you were in here. Hello. Well, they can't do anything except shoot on the range with my right hand if my life depended on it. I'm kind of like that too. I'm not very good with my right hand. Left-handed, we're good. Okay, so I've got my little guy cut out. Now, what I was saying before is I liked the idea of having him hanging upside down because, you know, he's like a vampire and that type thing. They do that. But I don't have any sort of tree dye or anything like that. And I could cut one with my Cricut, but like that's not really something you guys can see. And then I'd have to do all the measuring and I wouldn't be able to see your, I don't know. Background, making him pop up in the center would be cool. You're left-handed too, but always use scissors in the left. Yeah, I can't use right-handed scissors. Oh, wait. Always use scissors. Can't use left-handed scissors. I have a really hard time with scissors like these because the part that actually cuts is hidden. I have a pair of left-handed scissors and no matter which way I turn them, you can't see what you're cutting. It's like they made they put them in the wrong direction or something. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, thanks, Heather. That's awesome. Okay, so I do have the owls. The branch is not super big. Let me find the owls really quick. I was just using them not that long ago, so they should be right here somewhere. I need a better storage system for my, yeah, see, that's not very big. That's the right for me. For cosmetic purposes only. You guys are so funny. Oh, you know what? If I could, because I could put the owls, I'd have to stamp them so that they popped up. But if I stamp these and color them and fussy cut it, I could extend the branch out this way. So it's longer, and then I could make him hanging from their branch, and then I'd have two characters. Haven't figured out a good way to store my stamps with coordinating dies. Well, I store mine in the back of my stamp pockets. So like if I have a set that has a coordinating die, I just put it right in the back. All right, let me try that. While I am, okay, I'm gonna leave this long so that I can get my branch out from the side. Yes, the cargo sleeves are, I think, a lot sturdier than what I use. So those are probably a really good investment. Black. Okay. Yes, I like to keep them together because otherwise I would never find them. And I would never remember which ones I had coordinating dies for either. So yeah. I have to keep them together or else I would lose my mind. I have too many sets to not do it that way. I do not store them by brand, theme, or season. Some people think this is really weird, but I store mine by brand alphabetically. So I keep them all together because when I'm making projects, I feel like I need to know which, I don't know. I just find them easier that way. So I store them by brand, and then within the brand, I store them alphabetically. I don't know. It works for me. I know a lot of people don't like it like that. They like to store their Christmas ones together and their themes together. But I find that a lot of the sets are too versatile. Like they have too many different things in them. And I get too flustered and I can't remember where anything is. So I don't like that. I'm going to stamp this one more time because I didn't really get quite as good of an impression as I wanted. So I'm just going to flip it upside down and do it one more time. I am not good. I'm not good. If I try to stamp it on here again, I will definitely mess it up. This is why I need a Misty like all the time in my life. But I'm living on the edge. That's much better. Okay, cool. I would never get it lined up again. It just wouldn't happen. Okay, so since the background is purple, I think I'm going to go with more traditional colors for them. I don't want to do anything too crazy. Really, I can put away all of these markers for the candy corn since we are not using those anymore. A twig? I don't think I have any twigs. Like a real twig? Trudy, that's what I have too. For my, like for example, this is like my favorite thing stacked, stitched inside and out circles. That's event cover. So I just cut it up and put it into my little folder. And then I actually keep, you know how sometimes if you cut something and you need like a hole, but then you have the circle, I keep them in the back, like all the extra circles that I cut out so that I have them on hand. Oh, that's really cool. I don't think I have any twigs. Stacy, are you asking me if I have a shipping address? Yes. I don't have a P.O. box, but all of my packages that I send out for my card day's work have my address on it anyway, so I'm not really super worried about it. Hopefully I don't need to be, but I can share that. If you have something that you're, like if you want to send me a card or something, I can give that to you. Just let me know. Nothing is safe from the multimedia queen. Yes, her peacock video, I kept thinking, Heather, when you were doing that live video with the peacock stuff, I was like, oh, okay, she's done. And then like you would do something else, and then I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Wow, now it's done. And then you would like do something else, and I was like, what is this life? Like, when is she ever going to stop? Because I keep thinking it's like the best it could be, and then you do something else. And I'm just like, what? My mind is blown. I can't even. It was so cool. Oh yeah, for sure, Stacy. No problem. Just remind me like at the end and I can send it to you. So you guys can see I'm doing like the exact same technique here. And my markers are super dirty because I'm really sloppy. I wanted to go with the more traditional colors. Because I kind of wanted the candy corn to be the focus. Like the thing that pops out at you. I really love oh my gosh, Daniel, I was just about to talk about you, and then I realized it was you that commented. Because I was telling everybody when we first started that I saw your card and was like inspired to do a spooky background, and then here we are. Could you use masking to extend the branch? Wouldn't that work with Oreos? I'm confused. I love Oreos, but I'm not sure what we're talking about anymore, though. Maybe the owls? What I'm going to do is color the whole branch in dark, so that you can't tell that the branch was supposed to end, if that makes sense. So that I can have it hanging out farther over the edge. I hope that makes sense. Oh, autocorrect. Okay. You were talking about the owls then. Because I was like, what? Oreos? I'm not sure what we just started talking about, but I have to admit that I'm quite confused. That's too funny. Oh, thank you. We made that at the end of the live last night, but then my phone was dying, so we did not have time to finish it. So I was like, all right, well, I'll go live again, and we will keep working on it. Because, Daniel, you have totally inspired me to make something with all this stuff, because I saw your cloud background. I hadn't really intended to use the owls at first, but I think they'll be kind of cool. Now I want Oreos too. I wish that I could have Oreos. That would make me really happy. Okay, so we're gonna do one brown and one gray. Does that sound okay? I never know what to do with their eyes though, you guys. like, I don't know. I feel like I always make them kind of yellowish because they're kind of kooky, you know. But I am not sure if that's really what you're supposed to do or if that, I'm not sure. I don't really know. I'm never sure what color to make them. Bring them milk. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Daniel, we were talking about this earlier. That doesn't it look like a dragon? It's so crazy. Oh, they're orange? That's crazy. Oh yeah, well whoever's bringing the cookies and the drinks, you let me know. We should we should plan that. That sounds amazing. You guys always make me laugh. And while we are just, you know, crafting away here, I know most of you guys were over in Christopher's live, but if you were not, he just released information on the Christmas box, which I believe he said is shipping next week. I think he said that, which is amazing. So that's super duper exciting. I can't wait to see what everybody makes with that box. He said it was like a $97, I think, value, $97.83 or some obscure number like that. And oh no, Belinda. Well, I'm glad that you are back. 33. Groceries, cooking, and laundry. Heather, I'm remembering a certain conversation we had about housekeeping. But yeah, so that box is amazing. The dies, I don't know, even just the dies alone, I'm like, yes, sign me up. It's just so cool. Okay, I'm gonna do just a little bit of extra blending here because it didn't quite blend how I wanted it to. Okay, and then with their little tufts above their eyes, I like to make them a little bit darker. This is just personal preference. I have no idea what color Owl's little eyebrow things are in real life, but I like to make them a little darker. Okay, so that little guy is done. The new aqua pigments, yes, I used those on one of my cards 2 nights ago. Here, I'll show you real quick. These were from the new set of aqua pigments, these few colors that I used, and I did it on vellum. So first I heat embossed with the golden gourd, and then I used the new aqua pigments to color on the vellum. I like how it turned out. It's pretty cool. Okay. Yes, Renee, I can't wait for the vellum. I really, really cannot. I love, love, love the idea of being able to heat the vellum without having to worry about it getting all warped and crazy. That is awesome. Okay, I've got a little bit more gray left to do here. Perfect. Okay, so we need to pick a color for their eyes. The names of the pigments in the box are Iced Holly, I want to say Frosted Cranberry, and then Pearl. But maybe Heather can tell me if I'm wrong. I think that's right. I think it's Iced Holly, Frosted Cranberry, and Pearl. That's what I want to say. I could be wrong. Okay, let's do... Okay, cool. I'm going to color in their beaks and their cute little toesies. All right. Okay, so before I go into, well, let me do their eyes first, I guess. I don't really have any soft, orangey kinds of colors. Anybody have a link for the Christmas box? Give me 1 second. I don't know if it's, I think Heather was invoicing people for it. I don't know if there is a link yet. I mean, maybe there is. I don't know. Christmas box. I'm like on the website looking right now. um, the Christmas card kit. Yeah, it shows sold out though. So I think Heather's going to be the one to talk to if you want to, there's the link in case you want to look at it, but if you want to get on the waiting list, then you can email Heather. Yeah, she put her email address in there. Awesome. But yeah, so it's marked as sold out right now, but hopefully there will be some magic to be worked behind the scenes, and there might end up being a few extra for some of you lucky people who have not signed up for it yet. You've had issues with wetness. Embossed on vellum, never really had a problem. It's going to be great for the pigments. Yes. My vellum does, I think it depends on the vellum you have, but I don't know. Because some of my vellum works okay, and some of it does not. Some of it, I can't, it just, as soon as you touch it with the heat, it curls right up, and so much for doing anything. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going over the branch area just to kind of darken it up a little bit and make it a little more solid, so that when I add my little bit on the end, it won't look so weird and out of place, because the rest of it will be that same kind of color. And I'm just going to fill in that little hole right there. So what I need to see is how big to make it. Let's see. Oh, that's okay, Kara. I will see you again soon, I'm sure. Have a good night. Used on the Unity project, did with my daughter. Oh, that's so cool. I guess I've been lucky to grab thicker brands, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. Mine is just like super generic vellum. It is not anything crazy. There is a coordinating die for this one, you guys, but I don't have it. Like an actual physical die. There is one for this. The black coated dies that Brutus Monroe carries on the site, or Christopher carries on the Brutus Monroe site. I never know what to say. Like, do I say Brutus Monroe or do I say Christopher? I don't know. But anyway, you guys know what I mean. Heather, you're crazy. Fussy cutting is not so much fun. And maybe it's because I'm left-handed. I don't know. I do not enjoy it. But that's okay. It makes my hand hurt. Probably because this weird way that I'm holding this pair of scissors. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get right up here to the edge, and I'm going to turn the corner. Sorry about being all in your face for a second. And then I'm just going to cut it and leave it like that, because I'm going to extend my branch and make it longer. And then I'm just going to transition over to the other side and start cutting over here, because I want to leave that one edge so that I can extend my branch. I don't want to cut out the entire shape by itself yet, because I need my owls to hang out farther over the page. All right. Therapeutic. Oh my gosh. It drives me nuts. It makes me feel like a crazy person. Like, I don't know. I know some people say they like do it while they're watching TV, and I don't know about all that. But there are some people I know that like weeding, like when they cut things with vinyl on the Cricut, they like to do that too, and it drives me nuts. I can't stand it. Sometimes if the project is like really intricate and it's gonna take a lot of weeding, I'm like, nope. Bruh, stay on the beach. Oh my gosh. You guys can tell how awkward this is for me, right? Like the way I'm holding these scissors and like trying to cut, it is not, I don't know. Then my shoulder starts hurting. You guys, this is too much work. No Zen tangles for me. No, my mom does, or she did. I don't know. She used to do that kind of stuff. And I always liked the idea of it, but I never really got into it. Okay, the million-year cutting escapade is hopefully ending soon. Nope. And I'm not going to go crazy like trying to get into all these little nooks and crannies. I'm just going to leave it, you know, bigger. Oh no, the owl die is sold out. Bummer. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just kind of cut like a random wavy sort of pattern. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the top. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to have my branch be a little knobby. I don't want it to be like totally straight because that's not really very realistic. Yeah, there's my mom. She loves tangles and doodling. She does that kind of stuff all the time. I don't have the patience for it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is figure out where exactly I want them. And I guess I'm going to get my little guy over here. Because I don't want them to be like right on top of each other. So this is probably good. Somewhere like that. And then I am just going to doodle. And what I'm going to do is follow the line that I cut, which is going to give me that same border that I was already working with. Then I don't have to do any more cutting, if that makes sense. So I follow the same line that I cut, and that gives me a knobbly looking branch that already has the lines all the way around it, and then I can just go ahead and fill it in. This part's going to take a minute because this is a super duper fine pen. I am a lefty, so I guess I count. That's 1. All right, Evilise is 2. Ugh, Mom, you would say that. You love fuzzy cutting. My mom likes to cut things out of magazines too, I think. Am I right about that? Daniel, you make 3. I know there were a couple more. You cut with your left only. My gosh. And Daniel, do I remember that you speak Spanish? I feel like I heard you speak in Spanish at some point. Oh, yes, you speak Spanish. I'm trying to learn. Okay, so I took Spanish in school, and I remember a lot of it, but I don't ever have anyone to practice with. So it kind of stings because, you know, I want to be able to practice, but... okay, Trudy, no worries. See you later. But yeah, so I don't have anyone to practice with is the thing. And so we go to this, I would love to, Evilise. That would be so awesome. I don't have very many people to speak with, but I'm always so self-conscious about how I sound that like I'm going to sound silly. Oh, you too. You guys are awesome. Okay. That would be amazing. If you guys would actually, if you guys will actually practice with me, I would love that. Like, seriously, love that. You too, Lauren? Oh my gosh. That's so awesome. I didn't even know you were here. Hello, by the way. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this down, literally just pick this up and trim off the edge so that it goes right off the side. And then that way I know where to line it up. I don't have to do any guessing later about what I liked. Thousands of pieces cut out while watching TV. Yes, that's true. Only passed that class in high school if I promise not to return. Oh my gosh, no. That's so cool. Poor Heather. So this is like my funny, well, it's not really that funny, but my interesting story for Spanish Speaking Now is that we are obsessed with this Mexican restaurant, you guys. And we go there all the time, and we go there so frequently that the owners, we're actually going trick-or-treating with them on Wednesday. And the owner of the restaurant speaks Spanish, obviously. They came from Mexico, and his wife doesn't speak super great English. She definitely can speak English, but it's not her preferred language. And one of their children speaks English and doesn't like to speak Spanish, and their other child only wants to speak Spanish. And so whenever we see them, you know, we go through this whole like everybody's talking in different languages sort of like roundabout thing, and it's super funny. And by the way, I'm just trying to find a color for their eyes. Yes, I'm pretty sure that Waleska is from Guatemala, or she lives in Guatemala at least. Limited sign to the Deaf Crafting Group. That's super cool, Heather. That's awesome. I'm trying to figure out what color to do their eyes, you guys. Daniel, can you help me out here? I don't want to do it like the same color as their beak, but I'm not really sure. I don't really have a great selection of colors for their eyes, I guess. I think I normally do like yellows, but I mean, maybe I could do like green, do yellow, but like less yellow than this. So this is kind of like an orangey yellow. Do you think I should do like a less yellow? The eyeball to the left of the owl's nose. What? This? I'm confused. Yellow, orange. He's winking. Oh, this one? I never know what to color this eye either. Like, which part is the colored part? And which part do you leave blank? The bottom color of the candy corn. Oh, okay. I think I did Y38. There it is. Lisa, you're so funny. Okay, but which part of the eye do you color? The little part and then leave this big part white? You color the irises. Okay. All right, let's go with that. I never know what to do. I'm not a very good colorist, apparently, you guys. Like an eye looking down on them, this part right here. Okay, so now we've at least got some gradient of color, so they're not completely the same color. So then what do you guys do? You leave them... Oh, I actually really like that. That looks pretty cool. Multilingual when it comes to food. Yes, ma'am. I love food from all places also. Okay, so I like that. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I kicked my stand. Camera's going all over the place. Okay. It'll tie them into the corn. Yes, I like that. I like that it brightens them up a little bit. And then do you guys just leave their eyes white? The rest of the pupil, or not pupil, whatever the rest of your eyeball is called. My lack of knowledge of words, you guys, is streaming over. It used to just be that I couldn't name foliage and birds and stuff. Now I can't even name body parts. The eyeball. That's what we're going with. The eyeball. Okay. Cool. Okay, so they are good to go. I've got my branch. We've got our candy corn. Let's think this through. For the Halloween owls, I made them bloodshot. Okay, Daniel, your Halloween owls were so cool. Like, so stinking cool. Have you shared that card yet? Because, oh my gosh, it's just so cool. Here, do you want me to move them down so that, no, they can't. They're going to have to go in front of the dragon, you guys, because otherwise the candy corn will not fit. Foam tape, pop them, put the candy corn flat. That's not a bad idea. Okay, well, when you share it, let me know so that I can also share it. Are you going to share it on Wednesday? Hey, Marie. I like your idea, Heather, so I think I'm going to go with that. Unfortunately, I do not yet have any of the Brutus Monroe foam tape but it's on my list of things to get. So I'm going to use up what I have here. I have a couple rolls of this 3M or whatever it is tape. So I'm going to use up what I have of this first, and then I get to place my order for the other one. Oh my gosh, are your kids finally in bed? Or is it still early? I don't know what time most people's kids go to bed. I know that you're on the West Coast though, so it's like way earlier there than it is here. And Lauren, are your kids in bed? What? I don't even know what time zone you're in, Lauren. I feel like we need to learn more about each other. Okay, I don't know if you guys know about this, but this, when you are working with foam tape, you can take off the backing and it becomes a lot more flexible. So if you have to try to work it into a small space or a curved setup, you can do that just by taking the backing off of both sides, and then you get a nice flexible sort of setup. So what I'm going to do is, since I have 2 pieces of this, I'm not worried about like doing every single nook and cranny, but I do want to get the majority of the spots with some 10:30 here. Yeah, it's 10:30 here for me too. What do you do with all the cards after you make them? Okay, it depends on who you ask, but me personally, some of them I send to people. Some of them it really depends on the situation. Some of them I make specifically to donate to a hospital nearby. Some of them I make and I sell. I have an Etsy shop, and that really just helps me be able to continue to buy craft supplies so that I can make more cards and videos. I really don't make much selling my cards, but I have like a giant container full of cards that I have not sold or sent, or I mean like hundreds. I have a lot. I have a lot of cards. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with them if I don't sell them, or if I don't need them for something for myself. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But okay. So the only thing is, I probably need to figure out where he's going to go first and then put the owls down, because otherwise they are going to, I won't be able to get him underneath. Okay, so let me find some adhesive. Whoa. Between 7 and 7:30, Hayden goes to bed around 8. Okay, so that's pretty, I mean, that's kind of what my kids do. We like to say that their bedtime is at 7:30, but a lot of the times it ends up being later than that before we can get them into bed. If I make one I like, it's hard to part with. Oh my gosh, I have that problem too. I like don't want to get rid of any of them because they're so pretty. I just love the cards. Ooh, I almost put him right side up. What in the world was I thinking? He needs to hang upside down. Okay. So we're thinking here, I want to kind of leave some space down at the bottom so that there's room for a sentiment either at the top or the bottom. I'm not sure yet. Mamie has a card ministry and she gives cards to other card ministries. She takes donations. Give mine all away or donate them. Give all my projects to older neighbors. Oh, that's cool. You guys are so, like, such awesome people. All right, let me get this little guy lined up. All right, they're a little higher than I originally intended them to be, but I think this is working out pretty good. And I like that I tucked him up a little bit farther underneath the branch, so you don't see as much of the white space sticking out. I really like that. Okay, we can do some sort of sentiment down here if we'd like. Let's wear a cape. Okay, now the only thing is I should have trimmed this piece down before I started, because it is, I'm not going to have, I really like the white border, you guys. I really like when my cards have like the white frame around it. I used to not like that, but now I really do. But the problem is I'm not going to be able to trim it down easily. Whatever shall I do? I don't know yet. We'll figure that out later. Okay, so I'll at least get my card base ready. An hour of sleep? Oh my gosh. I'm struggling. I think I got like 5 hours of sleep last night, and whew, it is, I've been tired all day. But I had a bit of a stomach ache last night, so I had a hard time falling asleep. I like the white too. I don't know. I'm living on the edge, you guys. I'm gonna see if I can trim it. We're gonna see what happens. I don't know. I'm living on the edge. Oh, but you see, then it's going to trim off the edge of my, okay, so, I know that this is a little unorthodox, and normally I would not do this, but it'll be okay. All right, so 4, okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Hiya. Good as new. Okay, and then I can just trim a little bit off of, let's see, the top, I don't want to cut too much off the top and leave a bunch at the bottom, so I'm going to kind of split the difference, I think. And then I'm going to flip it around and do the same down here. Because I wanted to leave a little bit of extra space at the bottom for a sentiment or something, some sort of decoration. So, I'm a night owl, can go to bed at 5 a.m. Ooh, I would if I didn't have my kids up at that time. My kids are like waking up at that time, which is horrific, and it makes me want to cry. Okay, I like the white around the outside, so that's awesome. And then, yes, okay, so Marie, my older son, he's 4 now, but when he was little, he would sleep in literally 15-minute increments. Like 15 minutes, that's it. And then he would not sleep at all. That's it. He would be awake. And that was when he was a newborn, when they were supposed to be sleeping like all day. And then my second son was like absolutely opposite. He would sleep like all the hours of the day, and I'd have to wake him up to eat. Okay. What do you guys think we should do next? I want my interactive crafting back. Go earlier, but don't. Very creative. Oh, yeah. I have a hard time because I do most of my crafting after the kids go to bed, but then I have to wait until the next day to post anything because I can't get a decent picture of it. It looks awful. The $5 monthly stamp club. Okay, so every month, hang tight and I'll get you a link really quick. Every month there is a new stamp of the month, and that stamp club membership is $5. So you get a 2x3 stamp each month that is specific for that month, and then it gets delivered to your door for $5. So you get the stamp and the shipping all included with that $5 amount. There's a link for you if you would like to check it out. The other cool thing about the subscription products is, like someone mentioned earlier, if you get a subscription to something, you also get a discount on other products from Brutus Monroe on the website, and I believe it's 15%. Heather can correct me if that is not right. I think it's 15%. What is this about 80 invites? Inherited the night owl trait from me and my mom. Now her 4-year-old give me the same. Yeah. I was so excited. This year's been able to sleep as Mangus graduated last week with, oh no, a new puppy. Oh, it's like having a newborn back in the house. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so for those who are asking about the stamp club, it's a really awesome deal. And this is the stamp of the month from this month. So this is the current stamp of the month. And I really, really like it. And I have the stamps for the rest of the year, and they are gorgeous. So you guys definitely, if you're not subscribed already, I would subscribe because it's worth it. Okay, so there's our border. I do have candy corn looking back eye is the stamp of the month, not the owls. Yes. So just to avoid any confusion, this guy, the candy corn stamp vampire thing, he is the stamp of the month. So this is the size stamp you get every month. Some previous ones, I believe I do have, let me see. I think I have some nearby. Yes. Okay, so like this taco. See these 2x3 stamps? They're great. It's awesome. If you're not subscribed, you definitely should be. It's really cool. Okay, 15% off of the subscription products that are Brutus Monroe. Yes, but bundles and yeah, the collaboration. So like the Unity stamps are not a part of that. Okay. Yeah, my son Kieran, he wants to be my craft helper, but he is very destructive. So I have to be really, really, I have to watch him very carefully if he's ever in the craft room because I don't know, he's crazy. Okay, so I am getting the stamp again. Which one? The taco one? Hold on one second. Let me grab it. This taco one? I hope that's the one that you were talking about. Let me get it out of here so that you can actually see. So this one says, I love you more than tacos. And then this one is a hot air balloon. It says, love is in the air. Yes. I'm pretty sure it was before my time. And by before my time, I mean it was before I was on the design team. But I snagged this one. I think all the 2x3 ones are previous stamp of the months, but again, Heather can tell me if that's not right. Yes. The taco one is like one of my favorites. I made a card and shared it on the blog not that long ago. But yeah, I really like it. So this is the one that's for this month. So this candy corn is this month's stamp of the month. These are previous ones. Ah, yes. Okay, so Heather confirmed. All the 2x3s are previous stamp of the month. So there are some really cute ones. I have these ones. What else do I have? I have this one, Mary Selfie. So it's got the little hand taking the selfie. Let's see. Do I have any other ones? I'm just flipping through my stash of stuff. Christmas icons. Is that from last year? I think that's last year's Christmas one, maybe. Let's see. That one. Yeah, there's a bunch. I don't know. I have a bunch of them that I picked up just on the website. But yeah, anyway, they are really cool. But yeah, so the next one I'm really excited about. The fox. I don't think I have a fox. No, I don't think so. Huh. Yeah, no, I don't think that I do. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the bling box. This is my container full of beautiful. Get all my markers out of the way. So I actually have some room. That would probably be a good start. Hang tight one second. Need to clear some room on my workspace. Okay. So, fox was February. Yeah, I don't think I have a fox. I don't think so. Oh, yes. Yeah, let me, here. Oh, I need to make, I don't know how to, but I need to make somebody, a moderator or something so that they can, post links in here. Because I can't see what you guys are talking about while I am on another page, obviously. So when I go to find links, I like kind of lose the chat for a second. Yes, here you go. This is the link to this bead storage container. So it is like a tiny, okay, all of these come out. They are individual containers, and I absolutely love this. This is perfect. Yes, I have, I think I have 3 of these. This is my most used one because it has most of my sequins in it. But yeah, I think I have 3. Oh, thank you. I need to figure out how to make people moderators. I guess okay, I'll look into it. Okay, so color-wise, we've got a lot of purple going on, although purple would probably look really nice. Oh yes, this would be perfect for jewelry making. I think that's actually, I think they call it like a bead storage container in some of the craft stores that sell it. So that's probably perfect. Oh yeah, I'll have to talk to him about it because I'm not too savvy with, I'm still new to live videos, you guys. So yes. Okay, so we could do purple. I know we have a lot of purple going on, but this is a very bright purple, so that could work. I also have, that's kind of more gold. That's kind of like a champagne. I have like this orangey sort of color. I also have green. Okay, so I don't have any black. I have purple. I have orange, which is a new pack over here. I have these orange ones, and then I have like a sparkly orange one. I have kind of like an acid green sort of shiny color here. Clear would look great. You guys, I don't know what to do. I do have some clear ones. Let's see. Are they in here? I have some clear ones, but they're not my favorite. Hold on. I really like these. Nope, not those. These. These are clear iridescent. Okay, my sequins come from all over the place. So I have some that are, well, I have a lot that are pretty pink posh, like these, for example. So I label the end of my little container so I know what brand it is. But yeah, those are, I have pretty pink posh. I have a bunch that are craft medley, and I'm going to be totally honest. I have a bunch that are from the Dollar Tree. Like all these over here, like these, all of these are from the Dollar Tree. Hey, Roberta. Clear. Okay, I don't have any black is the only problem. I can do clear, but I don't have black. I need to find somewhere that has black sequins, but I don't know. I have not been able to find any as of yet. So if anybody has any suggestions on where to find black sequins, let me know. Because I've looked a couple different places that I normally get them, and I haven't been able to find them. Okay, purple and clear. Okay, I'm going to put a couple of these here. That's way more than I need. And I'm going to grab my purple. Okay. Oh, I do have Nuvo drops. I do have Nuvo drops on Amazon. Okay, I'll check there. Oh, from the Ton. I didn't even think about checking with the Ton. I need to check them out. It's been a long time since I've been over on their site even. Because, you know, problems with buying all the things. Okay. So, I don't want to go like crazy overboard, but I do want to, I don't know. Clear and purple. Crafting with L. That is a new name to me. Is that another YouTube channel? Okay. Placement. Okay. I don't know what you guys do as far as like putting sequins on when you have multiple colors. I have a hard time. Okay. On Instagram. I'll definitely check it out. I have a hard time figuring out my placement when I have multiple colors. I don't know why it's so difficult for me, but I really struggle with it. I don't know. It always just looks really funny to me. Have to go put the grandson to bed if lucky. Maybe even get the puppy to sleep at the same time. Oh, well, good luck. Thank you so much for hanging out, Donna. It was awesome having you. Okay, so placement wise, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not very good at the eye, sort of like having an eye for that kind of thing. I don't know. It always ends up working out okay in the end, but usually what happens is I end up giving up and only using one color because I think it looks really weird with two. But you guys can tell me, does this look really funny? If it looks okay, then I'll go ahead and go with it. But if it looks weird, I'll change it. But like I said, so these ones are Pretty Pink Posh, and then these purple ones are from the Dollar Tree. So every season, it seems like, they have a different color theme or whatever of sequins. So at one point they had like like pinks and purples, like a lot of pinks and purples. And then during the fall last year, I got a bunch that were like yellows, oranges, golds, champagne sort of colors. And then I think there's one other set that I got that was blues and greens. So they have, they're $1 and you get a ton of sequins. Oh, cool, Roberta. I need to go and check out the Ink Roads website also because I have a few of their stamps and I absolutely love them. I made a project not too long ago using one of their stamps and I just love the way it turned out. So, whoa. Got a little bit of an air bubble in there. We'll see if we can rein it in. Lord have mercy. Okay. The cool thing is it dries clear. So hopefully we won't have any issues. What I wish that I would have done, I kind of wish I would have put some stars in the background, but it's too late for that now, I think. Okay, so we're done with our sequins. What do you guys think? Is there anything else we should add? I feel like it needs a sentiment. I don't necessarily want to use this sentiment. I used it on my last card that I used this stamp set with, and I wanted to kind of do something else, I think, in the honeybee pack. Okay, cool. You guys have great ideas and suggestions. I have a lot to research now. Because I can leave it as is if we want to do that, or, we can try to find a sentiment that will work. What I used to do is make my own sentiments, so I would just print something out on the computer and then ink blend the panel, but that's kind of hard to do during a live video, because what would be really cute is if we did Let's Hang Out. That would be like a super adorable, because then it's like a Halloween card, but it's not Happy Halloween, or, something specific. Oh yeah, maybe put the sentiment on the inside. That's not a bad idea either. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. Is there anything that you guys want to see or have questions on? Anything that I used that you want to know more about? I don't know, anything. You guys have questions, thoughts? Do you have the stamps that click together? I don't have those ones. Those are like, I have so much stuff on my list, you guys. It's crazy. I feel like I'm saying that about everything. But I have this list that's like a mile long of products from Brutus Monroe that I need to get or try or order more of. And that is definitely on my list. I don't have those ones. Oh, that would be cute. Yeah, click together. Okay, so you know how when you are using an alphabet set or stamps, and it's hard to get them all lined up because they move and they stick to your fingers and I don't know, it's just a mess. These ones like click together so that they stay where you need them to go, and they're much easier to use that way. Hang tight and I will get you the link. Let's see. Hopefully. Hang tight 1 second. I thought the stamp was under... Hold on 1 sec. I probably could have typed in... Oh gosh. There we go. Okay. Incoming. Give me just a second for everything to load. They're called, there's actually two. There's a number and an alpha set. So this one is for the letters. Here you go. Okay, spray glue was great on the vellum. No, okay. The Dollar Tree one, okay, if this is what you're asking about. I used this on the vellum panel that we used in my live video a couple nights ago, and it seemed like it was working really well, and a lot of it did dry pretty well. But then I had these weird spots that didn't dry or like were dark still, and that's how I ended up, I cut down my panel because this was all one strip of vellum, and then I ended up cutting each of these shapes out and adhering them this way because I was so unhappy with the way that it looked. So I did not like the spray adhesive for the vellum, at least. It just didn't work out quite how I had hoped. Yes, so there's the number ones too. And then you guys, okay, so Christopher had this idea. I wonder if someone's done a YouTube video on how to add moderators. I don't know, but probably. There's like a YouTube video for everything, you guys. And I need to research it because I don't, it's probably super simple. But I didn't want to take the time to try to figure it out while I was on here. Okay, so we're going to set this aside for now. The one thing that I wanted to do is, I want to, let me move some of this stuff out of the way. I wanted to try something that I had an idea about while I was watching Christopher's video just a little bit ago, because, oh, awesome, Heather. Well, I wish that I would have realized that the other night when we were live, because I would have used that. Because I was going through all kinds of glue, and I just didn't even pick that one up. Okay, so what I want to do is do a very basic card with, this came from my Halloween box, or not my Halloween box, but my, you guys, my brain is dying. It came from my October card kit, but not the Halloween box. Good grief. Okay. So I have all of this stuff, and while we were watching Christopher tonight, I thought like, oh, it would look a really cute, or it would make a really cute shaker card. And so I want to see if I can do that, or what it will look like. Although I think anything that I use is not going to be thick enough. The only thing I can think of is I could use the pouches, like the shaker pouches, to make things easier, but I'm not sure how it will all work out. Hang tight for 1 second and let me grab my bag of goodies. Bountiful Harvest. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. My brain is not working tonight. Thank you. In here somewhere I have some pouches, some shaker pouches. There they are underneath. If I can get anything out of this box or bag. Okay, so I've got a shaker pouch, and the cool thing about these is you just pop it right open and then stick your stuff inside and then close it, and it has a removable adhesive. You just remove this liner and then you seal it, and that's it, and you've got a pre-made shaker card, or at least a shaker pouch, and then you can just insert this into your card base. So what I want to see is if I can get this in here in some sort of way that will look cute. Because that's really what I'm worried about, is if it'll look okay. Once the plastic gets in front of it, I don't know if it will look the way I want it to. The other thing is I've been experimenting, you guys, with using different mediums for shaker cards. So I've made some with tulle instead of clear plastic, and also with vellum. So if you guys have been watching anything I've been doing lately, you know that I am on a crazy vellum kick, and I have just been totally obsessed with vellum. It doesn't look as cute as I thought it did, you guys, or that as I thought it would. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to pause on that until I can figure out how to implement it better, because I want it to look really cute, and I'm not super in love with the way that that looks, but I have no fear. I will figure it out, and I will update you guys when I do and let you know what I've done. Oh, love you too, Mom. Thanks for joining. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of something that I was working on. A witch's pot over the bag. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a super cute idea. Okay, I'll have to do that. Yeah, cut it into smaller pieces. That's a good idea too. Okay, so I'm going to show you this card, and this is a total sneak peek because this card doesn't go live on my blog until the 31st, like later in the evening. But I am so excited about it that I just wanted to share it with you. So this card I just finished today, and this is what I was talking about with using the vellum for a shaker card instead of the clear plastic or acetate. So I used a bunch of stamps from Lawn Fawn to make this one, and I cut out my circle in the center, and then I used some of the circle cutouts to make some little hills. I colored up the little snow images from one stamp set. I used a few. How many did I use? 1, 2, oh, maybe only 2. Maybe only 2 stamp sets from Lawn Fawn. But yeah, I love this little alpaca. He has another one. I'm going to put it on the inside. I haven't gotten there yet, but he comes with another little sentiment in parentheses that says, "Alpaca my scarf." So it's, "Baby, it's cold outside. Alpaca my scarf." I love puns. So that's super funny to me. But if you see, like when you shake it around, you can see the shaker bits in there. But it's just not the same as with a clear piece, and I love that. It looks so cool. I'm gonna pull it up a little closer so that you guys can kind of see what it looks like in there. But it just looks really neat with those pieces behind there. It's like frosted, you know, so it works really well for winter cards like this. I really like it. It's super duper cute. And then I just used Wink of Stella on the top for the snow. But yeah, me too, Daniel. I really, really like the way that they look. It's just so cool. Like a very muted, I don't know. I just really like it. And I like this topsy-turvy kind of town thing that's going on here. Oh no, llamas and alpacas are like pretty much the same. I mean, they're not exactly the same, obviously, because they have a different name, but they're very, very similar. And the only reason that I know that it's an alpaca is because it says "Alpaca my scarf." Otherwise, I would have been calling it a llama too. So, no worries. Okay, cool. So I just wanted to at least show you guys that because I'm so excited about it. I needed to show somebody. Yes. Okay. Oh, Fatima, it sounds like you know from experience. I'm going to have to hear about this story sometime. Okay, so I think that is it for tonight, you guys. I am going to go ahead and sign off so that I can keep working on my son's Halloween costume because I have procrastinated so much and we're like 2 days away. Actually, I have to have it finished by tomorrow night because he has to wear his costume to school on Wednesday for his little preschool parade. So yay. I'm going to be working on that. I don't know. I probably won't go live tomorrow night because I'm going to be working on their Halloween costumes. But I will keep you guys updated and let you know when I will be able to go live again. And yeah, we'll go from there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. As always, you guys are such a joy to hang out with and talk with. If you ever have questions or anything, just pop them in the comment section after the video. If you watch the live replay, whatever. If you have questions, just let me know. I am happy to answer them. Hugs and love to all of you guys, and I will see you again really soon.